Hi beautiful souls, welcome to another video. Today's topic is about doing the inner work on the twin flame journey and what this is all about. And I want to share my story about inner work. I'm doing like this because I've always felt resistance towards the words inner work and shadow work and healing, trauma. But I never really asked myself why. I thought I was being difficult and that I just needed to go through it and do the inner work, and I tried it to heal myself along this journey, always with the intention to get my divine masculine back. I'm sorry for the noises, that's my cats being very playful. Just a second. And I always thought I'm a project and I need to heal myself, I need to work on this project. I was very much into the self-development kind of books and everything around it. But I always felt deep within that it didn't resonate, that it didn't feel right. But I was like most people, constantly in the mind. And I remember, I think 6 months before I spontaneously started to feel inner union, and then I started to detox from my other self. I just felt like, but I'm not ready enough. And I never really understood how healing works, and I'm done with it. I'm totally done with it. And that felt as such a liberation. It helped me to really trust on my intuition, to follow my gut, to love myself. That was the only healing I needed, is that I gave myself the permission to live again, to stop focusing on the work, on my progress, on I need to heal. That felt, it was such a freedom. I think my cat is confirming me by making these funny noises. I don't know if you can hear it. Say hi. Hi. Hi everyone. So it all started to make sense when I spontaneously felt this inner state of being, this unity frequency within. And I didn't reach it by doing the inner work, by healing. No, I reached it by letting things go, by being in the present moment. And these are one of my tools to shift this journey and how I want to help you, and in how I will help you through my online course, and also when you are booking a one-on-one session with me. There are still some spots available for this month. You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meet you. It's always a pleasure to see all these faces of my subscribers and hearing your stories and seeing where you come from. I love connecting with all of you. So when we realize that we are not a project, because the soul is limitless, the soul is infinite, the soul is pure abundance, love, everything and nothing. It's energy. So when we are constantly in this circle of trying to fix ourselves, doing the shadow work, that's still from a place of identifying yourself with your personality and with your emotions and with your thoughts. It's so much more simple. Actually, this journey can be very down to earth. My approach to this journey is more down to earth because it's all about living. Live your life, enjoy your life. And don't believe the thoughts that you are having. Don't identify with it anymore. And I know that's easier said than done, but that's why the one-on-one sessions are here, and that's why I'm creating this online course, so I can guide you to remembering who you are. And when we remember who we are, when we start to feel this inner union, we immediately also start to love the self. The love for self grows and grows. And when we love the self, we feel very clearly what resonates with us and what doesn't resonate anymore. So we start to let go of old habits, old thinking, old programs, maybe some people in your life, everything that doesn't align with who you truly are, you start to let go. It's not about working on yourself, because who are you? As I said, you are limitless. You are pure consciousness. And it's all about just peeling off layers like an onion. And the reason why I love this journey so much, since I stopped doing the inner work, is that in every aspect of my human experience, I get to know myself. I get to remember who I am. I can fall deeply into my own arms. And with getting to know myself, I don't mean my personality and the character Eva that I'm playing in this matrix, but I'm referring to your essence, your frequency. You are not what you do. You are not what you think. You are not what you're feeling. You are the frequency that you are embodying. On a spectrum, you are constantly the same consciousness, but you experience yourself, the universe, God, whatever you would like to call it, you experience yourself through different frequencies that you are embodying, through different experiences in this human life, in this duality. That's what it's all about. So it's not about getting your twin flame back. Because when you remember who you are, you know you are your twin flame. So you let go of that. You are not attached to it anymore. You don't feel the need to talk about your twin flame, to fantasize about them. Yes, sometimes it can come up. You are still having these thoughts. That's very normal. But in the essence, it's constantly about you experiencing yourself through all these aspects of this duality in this 3D realm. And sometimes I get these questions: are you with your twin flame? Are you in a relationship with your twin flame? And even that question doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. Because you're still making an outcome of this. I will take a sip of my hot cacao while it's still hot. What I also can tell you is that your approach or your perspective on romantic relationships, on romance, will change along this journey. And I like to call it the old classic 3D template of a relationship you've had before. We are all programmed into it because we see it in the movies, we see it in our environments. But relationships can be very different if you want to. If you remember who you are and you embody this, everything in your human experience will change. So your relationship towards your thoughts, towards your body, towards your emotions, towards different circumstances will change. It's constantly about being conscious, being aware, and feeling the truth. The truth is your guide, and the truth is who you are. The truth is about feeling light, feeling joy, feeling peace within, feeling freedom. That is always the truth. That is always your essence. That is your guide. Anything else is distortion. Anything else is just an illusion of the mind that keeps you trapped in the illusion of not being free, but you've always been free. So as I'm explaining this, you may understand that also your perspective on romantic romance is changing. But yes, my divine masculine stopped running. He's chasing me and he recognized me as his woman. He's very conscious of our connection in the 3D. And that's all I can say. It's just a very logical outcome of me embodying my essence. Because I remembered he is me. He's just a reflection of myself in the 3D realm. And I was always the energetic leader. And he will always follow. And yes, he is in my daily life. I think I've everything told that I wanted to share. If you have any questions, I'm sorry, by the way, that I've not always answered questions you've wrote down in the comments. I'm sometimes a little bit chaotic, but I remember that this also was a question about doing the inner work. So here you have it. It's all about being the observer and letting go, peeling off the layers, and keep on remembering, coming back to your essence, to your presence in the now. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will be back soon with a new video. And if you want to book a session with me, you can do it via the link below this video.